howdy, howdy. It is Monday, and that means it's time to make something with me, and I am Mariah. This is P over here. She's in the background on Mondays, but she's still here.
Are we singing?
Together,
We are PM Artist Studio. I gotta make it a little bit different.
She does. She does.
It's Monday. It's a different day.
It's a whole new week. And happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Alrighty, y'all. That means our baby's home, which is, you know, and then it's sort of snowing, like there's white stuff on the ground that
It's fluffy.
that's about as close as you get to Texas snow.
Yeah.
I mean, just
The
it
next
does happen,
stage,
but
it'll warm up enough just to melt that snow a little bit.
right
so-
before it freezes again tonight,
Yeah.
and then turns into black ice, and then people, you know, freak out and, you know, shouldn't be
It
driving.
just cracks me up. You go to the store, you look out, all these Texans, and I mean, when it gets to be, 50, they've got their puffer coats on, and their yak hide boots, and
I still just think about when we
Crack
went into
me
that
up.
convenience store in Alaska, and I mean, because I was cold. And I mean, there are these crazy people running around with shorts and stuff on. And I'm like, they're like, you're not from here, are you? No, I'm from Texas. We call this cold.
hey, people are out sunbathing at 50.
It's like, nope, I'm cold. All right, guys, so we're going to get into, P has some little projects for me, and then hopefully time will still allow for a bit of work on my Julie Torrens book that she sent me. I see her here in the chat. Let's say hello, everybody. By the way, the only way that I know that you're here is if you say hello in the chat, because then it shows up on the little participant list. If you don't see chat, that means you are in the replay. All right, I don't know why I can't get my camera quite right there. Now it looks like I'm, like talking to y'all versus like, just looking into the weird camera thing. Sorry, that bothers me. Okay, so do say hello in the chat. Give those thumbsy upsies. And let me tell you, Joni, Joan Miron, she posted a link. Well, she didn't post the link, but she talked about 2 different YouTube artists over in Makers. And I was highly impressed with the one that she talked about, like with the YouTube video. And now, dagnabbit, I don't remember her darn name.
Write it down, Mariah. Write it down.
No, I was sure that I was going to remember. Nope, I slept.
I want you
And it
to
got-
tell people about your...
Oh, yeah, if y'all want to know about this. So this is Pelty. That's what my friends named it. They thought it looked like something that had been... It's not. It's all just, crochet. P made it. But I used to wear this out to the bar. People
Does
were
it smell
always...
like smoke?
No, I mean, because I would usually air it out.
Oh.
Yeah, and spray it with patchouli and stuff. So it smelled real, real hippie-like.
Like it.
Like
Old hippie.
Yes, I got the, hippie kind of trinkets and things and jingles. They were very dusty. Okay, so got that out of the way. Do say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. Give the thumbsy upsies. Very important. Lets people know that you like this video, and then other people that like the similar things, and they come over here. Subscribe to the channel. It is that. Okay, so the thumbsy upsies, subscribing to the channel, and leaving comments. Like, that's how you support the channel. That's the stuff. Like, in just a little nutshell there, that's how you support all of us. YouTubers. Helps us. Okay, let's say hello to everybody. Good golly. I'm moving along. Sorry, y'all. All right, we've got Angela Dent. Hello. Annie Salute. And Nina. Hello. Welcome. Believe you were new. Art Curious. That's Miriam Barbara Osborne. Why? I want to say Osborne. Too. I'm sure a lot of people want to do that. They want to put that or in there. Osborne. Y'all's ATCs wouldn't. Well, they'll go out tomorrow. It's holiday today. Becky's here. Belinda, Daniela, Darcy, Eddie, Erna, Estella. Freestyled, you're back. I'm glad to see that. Jamie, Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. Jennifer McKinnon, Jolynn, Julie Torrens, Kay Brooks, Art. Is it Kathy, or why do I keep thinking that and then I forget and then I ask you and then I don't look at the chat? So sorry about that. Legia is here. Marguerite, Marta, Nancy, Paula, Rosoto, Silver Granny or Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. Star Trevor, that's Linda. Susan Billieu, Suzanne Rivard, the Shelley Studio. That's Margot Wife Stevenson. Some other people popped in there. Yuta, I think, or did I say Yuta? That's Griffin Shell. That's Rhonda. Elizabeth O'Connor, I believe, popped in there. All right, I think I got most of y'all. If I missed you, just give me, a little, hello wavy hand and all that, and I'll do my very best to get y'all helloed. All right, so P's digging through things. Sounds like she's eating chips again, but really she's just
I'm just rattling, rattling packaging.
rattling packaging. Oh, just chuckle.
Chuckle, chuckle.
All right, I'm going top side. Can you hand me some things so I have interesting things rather than just,
Oh, here, let me dig down to the bottom of this pile and
hand it over.
hand it over.
And then I'll go top side. Okay, there we go.
That's some of the possibilities, and then I have
Oh,
more.
I probably need to turn that camera off. I don't. Oh, I did. Okay, look at me being. I had it over there. It wasn't. They weren't going to see you. They were going to see, whatever hot mess is happening over that way.
Well, that's good. I'm not presentable for public viewing at this point.
Nor is that corner of the room, but
Well, Archie's over there. He's
Archie's over there.
hanging out guarding all the
Yeah.
bagged and tagged.
All right, guys. Now, you need to be on chat, especially since I'm being nice and doing things for you over here.
Okay, I'll stop rummaging. This is really very hard for me to just focus on one thing. Yes, we are home.
Oh, was I going to talk more
today.
about the? I can if you remind me of her name. Do you? Because you commented on it too. What was her name? And she's a watercolor artist. I was very impressed with her. I didn't watch a ton of her because number one, I'm really not that into
Stella says, "Are we going to talk about the YouTuber that Joan shared?" Well, as soon as Joan shares that with us.
Well, she did. She shared it over in Makers, but I can't remember her name.
Okay, does anybody know that?
Liz, there we go. That's it. Thank you. See, Estella, she's on top of things. I tell you. Thank you, Estella.
Chatterton.
Anyway, Chatter. She's quite lovely.
Oh my gosh, look
She's
at
pretty
Mo.
funny.
Thanks, Mo.
Look at Mo popping in links. Awesome. Estella doesn't have that ability, so we're not going to give her a hard time about that. She just remembered the name, and that's fantastic. Okay. Oh, and Miriam. Yes.
Miriam is going to do hers after our stream today. Okay.
All
I
right.
got it.
And she's not feeling well.
Even though she's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Boy, she's a trooper. I just go to bed. Screw it.
Well, I have streams that prove otherwise. And we probably should have just gone to bed.
Oh, really? Those are
that's-
so sad.
Just
No.
coughing and...
Coughing and hacking and...
Hello, Patricia. Okay, so Liz Chatterton. Go check her out. There's the link to her channel. She's a watercolor artist. She also went into a bunch of YouTube. So those of you that are content creators, she went into like the back of the channel kind of business. And I think it was also, quite a few of you that aren't YouTubers, that are just viewers, subscribers, also found it entertaining because you now kind of understand more or less like what's going on here. And like when we say we're monetized, like that it really isn't. You have to have an absolutely huge channel and be able to, and what I found interesting is she even went into the fact that, depending on which country you're in, which I guess I sort of knew. I had heard that before, but it didn't really like register that, because so like she's in the UK, some of their, like the way that ads are displayed, she's less likely to get some of the higher monetized stuff simply because they're in the UK, and the audience that watches
it's a totally different, demographic.
So that's interesting. But yeah, making money on YouTube, just ad money on YouTube is not where it's usually at, unless you're those techie channels, things like that, and you're producing a ton of content. Because like for the year, and she has a channel of 40,000 subscribers at this point, and so just in 2023 she made about, well, now this was in pounds, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was about 6,000 pounds, which I don't know what equates over here, but again, not a ton. Like, that is not something you could live off of, and that was for the year. Because YouTube takes a pretty good little chunk of everything, and that's even if you have, like, your, that's one of the reasons that we took the monetization off of, like, just the channel subscribers. I mean, those of you that, like, you know, want to support the channel kind of thing. But
Eddie says the more skin you show on YouTube, the more you make. Honey, that's not necessarily true. It depends on the...
I guess what skin you're showing.
Yeah.
Whose skin?
Yeah.
Ah, that's funny. Okay, anyway, enough yammer about all that, but I found it very fascinating, and it is Mariah's, you know, makes Sunday, so I can talk about that. See, Darcy in with the math. That's 7,639 US dollars that she made. Not a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, we all know we're not into this for the money. I mean, I didn't go into teaching for making big bucks either.
Yeah.
You do what you love, and the rest of it falls in place.
That is exactly kind of what she said, too. She's like, but now I do sell paintings, and it was really cute. She was it was just really well done. And even the cuts in her video, because I think, you know, she would kind of go on about something, and you could tell that, like, she cut it, and it's like, well, there you go. Hey, learning where to cut it is a great thing, too. I was talking about the lady's channel. She talked about it. Anyway, Brad doesn't like us talking about money.
Wait, what does he say?
He doesn't want us talking about money.
Oh. I don't think you should either. I think it's rude, crude, and unrefined.
Do you? Oh.
Rude, crude, and unrefined.
I think it's just something that people want to know about.
Well, I think so, too. Let's get on with it.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, P has a project for me, and then we will hopefully get back over into the Julie Torrens book today. I'm sure that we will. There you go, Darcy. So she has given me some direction.
And I may have you hand that one thing back to me because I might need to do the back of it before you go to the next step.
Yeah, you said you
Remember, I had to go downstairs and make a smoothie for our...
Yes, that is true.
Princess Izzy.
And then, so, I don't think I need to do announcements. Y'all know about Makers. That's Makers the Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group. It's over there on Facebook. Be a part of that. That's where we do all the fun, arty things. There are events. You go up to the featured area. You're going to get noted up on all of that. There's some swaps. Those are already in effect. You have to sign up at the beginning of the month. Those of you that have signed up and you're looking for your partners, that's where you find them. There you go.
I already found mine.
Yeah.
I'm collecting stuff for...
ATCs are going out. You need to get your scrap swap taken care of.
I'm consulting my book here. Yuta is my scrap person. Yuta, if you see something, just holler. Is Yuta here with us today?
Yeah, she is.
Hey, Yuta, you see something that you like, you go, that. Put it in the box. Put it in my pile.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you ready for that, Yuta? You get to claim your scraps. Everybody gets to do that, I guess.
Hey, I have some that go back to 08.
Yes.
I have, they're actually dated.
They were dated. How about that? She says, okay, cool. All right, awesome.
Oh, some people have already received their scraps. Well,
yeah.
I never was one of those, you know.
Well, it seems
hard for the money.
I think some
Isn't that
people
Madonna?
like they which we have. Look at that. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you.
What do we have?
I'm gonna show people.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna show them my stash of ATC?
No, this is one little scrap box. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, those are Mariah's little. Oh, she has little petite.
Oh no, some of this is yours, and I've been hoarding it over here like a little, good daughter.
Oh, thank you, Becky. That was not Madonna. Who was it?
No, that was not Madonna.
Come on, Eddie. Eddie put it out there. Who is it, Eddie? I know that song. I like that song.
Hey,
I don't always like those
there's
kinds of songs.
another one.
I like that song. And the other one, who was the other one?
Oh, good
Shakira. I liked her.
Oh, I love Shakira. Oh, Now, I don't know what you used with that, but it ain't happy. It's crunchy. Ew, and it's gooey.
It's a stamp, you.
I know, but feel it.
Goober.
It's hard on one side, and
This
it's
is
kind
some
of
of
oily.
that. This is that stuff that Jeanette sent us from
Yes,
Germany.
I
That she
know.
got at a garage sale. Remember, she peeled it off and sent it across the pond. I might have to back that baby.
Yeah, the spawn.
Oh man, I made some awesome papers with this stamp. I'm gonna work on this because, yeah, it's even cracked. Did it get kind of crunched or something?
That's what I told you. Like, it was down here, but it's like oily, but also kind of crunchy and weird.
It's not oil. Oh, it is.
Okay, there's some more. Hold on.
I just, yeah.
Here you guys go. Here's some more. This is just what I had at hand from one cabinet in one drawer.
And look at that. I can tell that's my righty there on that one.
Yeah, she boxed it and tagged it. She
Yeah.
feels really good about these.
I
She
do.
really does.
If I put a label on it, I feel like I'm organizing. All right, all you content me. Okay.
So, you think
But
you want
wait,
a box?
but wait, there's more. Don't fight for the scraps. That's pretty
Now,
funny.
some of them are arty. This is a little bit more just off-cut weird things. Especially, like, this could date back to, like, card making.
Oh, definitely, because of those little
Oh, look,
strips.
here's even a oldie but goodie little
Oh, alcohol ink.
ink. And this one held up really well. It wasn't sealed. And
Well,
it's
it's because
on.
it's been in the dark.
Yeah, and it's on, I don't think this is Yupo.
Mineral. Or acetate.
It's almost like an acetate, but it could be the clear Yupo.
Oh.
Yupo does have a more like translucent, not transparent. What?
Eddie's been exposing himself for years.
Had
Well,
a feeling.
you gotta be careful with that. If it's in an overcoat on a corner, you might be a candidate for some jail time there, sweetie.
But if you're going to certain clubs, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, it's totally okay.
Okay, so yeah, there's scraps. Look, here's what texture plate, and this one we saved because it looks really cool. And what it was supposed to end up as another journal cover. Oh wait, it's two-sided. That's this other problem.
Oh,
at that.
Estella says that alcohol strip would make it wonderful. Oh, look at what's that doing in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my covers.
Yeah, and this one, she had to work real hard for this because this was before Arty Squiggles was a full stencil. And so she did this with just the little, the smaller strip because it was just the strip.
I just moved it around. Hey,
And-
it was a challenge.
and
That
then
is
see, it's
wonderful. Let
two-sided.
me have that.
Oh, see, this is what happens when you start digging through the boxes.
Oh, the patina on that is just absolutely
Oh, and look, here's more
incredible.
book pages. So that's probably what this is. It's just kind of a, oh, here's the other Judy P. There was one more because there was 4 pieces to it.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
made
yeah.
2 books, sent one to her, and then this is the 4th set that was. But
You
yeah,
two, you see anything?
see, there's even more book page things here. Oh, here, look, that's pretty good. That's even. I mean, I don't know if these are technically scraps, but
I think you should
that's-
hand me that. Yuta would like that one because she likes jewel colors.
Okay.
I think that's what she said.
Look, and she's got notes. These are just ones that probably couldn't fit, and we were just like getting done. It's like, okay, seriously, how many more of these pages? But yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Ooh, look at that one. I'm impressed that they're actually coming apart from each other because they were kind of squished in there.
Yeah, those were leftover pages that didn't make it to the book.
Yeah.
But those would be good things
And
to
here's
send
some,
to,
hey, and
send
these are
to
kind of
my
fun scraps too.
scrap.
These were tests. See, look, stencil wipe off with notes and stuff from videos. Problem solving. Look, they're listed. Gel paint, metallic paint. See, there's a video for that.
Griffin Shale. Who's
Look.
Griffin Shale?
That's Rhonda.
Oh, Rhonda says just close your eyes and pull.
And look, these are little. Hey, there's video. These are from videos. go back to way back in the day. Those are some kind of, you could just turn them into ATCs.
And some of them I did turn into.
See, and that's why she has these notes. Use brayer, problem solving. So she saw some issues with those. And then see what happens is she gets sick of this on her desk, and then she just, you know.
Stuff it in an envelope and hand it off.
Yeah. And here, there's a, this is,
What was that?
Yeah.
Well, I knew that was something I needed to keep.
Well, that's actually that's mine. My friend Michelle got me that card. But yeah, a little brayer off and other fun things. All right, I'm gonna have. Oh, look at that. That's a cool one.
That looks like a good pile to dig.
And there's some.
I was looking for those. Why are those in there?
These aren't yours. Technically, those are Izzy's, because see, they're the pink ones that came with her cute little like that.
Well, she doesn't need to have things like that in her possession. For God's sake, that's dangerous.
Okay, so that's one of them.
Oh, here's this is from the Goulet Pen Company. This is what my scrappy things came in.
Some more things from, a lot of this is kind of a mix of things. Here's another, see, this was a cover that I screwed up. So, yeah, scraps are not a problem around here. It's just, you know, which kind do you want?
Yeah.
Oh, see, this needs to go into my book. That's why I kept it. But anyway, you know, there's that.
Okay, I'm going to put this aside. I'll go through this later.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
I'm just going to try to get things sort of back in here, and then...
I know, some of those make good ATCs. I can never remember how to spell squirrel or giraffe.
Is so hard. I have to look up squirrel all the time.
Messing up that cover up must have been heartbreaking. Was it, Mariah? Nah, I think we already had.
It was a little bit, and actually, I thought she was going to be super mad at me. But she handled it well, because she knew that, like, the reason I was doing it is because it was less likely to get to this, even though it's kind of tricky whenever you're using that Zutter. If you don't have it held down,
Yeah, it slides.
nice evenly, it kind of pushes up, and then that's.
And then if you have any of, and I even noticed that when you were doing the guillotine cutter, if you run into a clump of that
Oh, it
Modeling.
pushes you.
modeling paste stuff, it's terrible.
Okay, this one went back over there, but I might just go ahead and, well, I'm going to put this one back there. Okay. So I'm glad that I made that point. How fun was that?
I'm just going to make a shirt that says, stick it on an ATC.
Oh, here, you want to know about all that? Here. What we need is
Now,
somebody
do
to
you
come
see,
over
look
and
at
put
my little
backs on.
tabs there. Can you read the tabs?
See, these are all keepers back here, right? Maybe. Anything behind this card is done. Oh, okay. So, see, these are done. These are what we call the champagne of cards. But all of these need backs and to be finished. Like, see these edges and things? That is not acceptable in the PM Artist Studio ATC world. But it takes time. And then what happens is I really get into making the backs, because I make them match.
Oh yeah, she's that. I just slap a label on.
She does. And I don't do that. Like, because that's really part, like, if we put PM Artist Studio, that's sort of my part. So there you go. There we go.
Julie said she used Mod Podge for the first time and even made a video about it. Hey,
Oh!
Mod Podge has a place in your craft repertoire.
I think so too.
I just, you know, I don't use it all the time, but sometimes you just got it.
Ouch.
Becky says gotta ink those edges.
Okay, so let's see here. Now let's focus.
Focus.
We're gonna
Focus.
yeah. So, and I gotta close this drawer though, because I can't focus with it staring at me.
Matrix. All right.
There we go. Okay.
The famous cheese box of ADCs. Hey, listen, it works perfectly.
Those Velveeta cheese boxes, If you don't eat if you're not a, like a queso maker, or, of that kind of, how else do you make queso? Queso has to be Velveeta.
Yeah, because it needs to be smooth.
I mean, there are some other people that, like, make it differently. But, in Texas, it's the Velveeta with Rotel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and sometimes you can even buy it already added into the cheese.
Yeah. I don't recommend that. It's gross. It's weird. They like it. Okay. So, this is
Eddie says Rotel cheese dip is the best.
Yes.
It is.
This is the page, right?
That's the page that it's going to. Yeah, that's how it's going to look. And then
Now,
the other one is going to go on the back because remember this is going to be a flippy.
Where does this go on your whole accordion thing?
I haven't decided yet. That's to be determined.
Good golly, y'all. Okay. But what you wanted is you want to back this like this, right?
I need some of that nori paste. I've heard about that before.
You want it like this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But then I got to figure out magnets.
Yes, and remember we want the magnets out to the edge because there's also going to be, but you don't really need to worry about covering the back of it just yet.
The back of this.
Yeah, because I'm going to tissue paper that anyway.
Okay, you said something about that you wanted to actually gel print this.
I do want to put a layer of gel print on that.
Because the tissue paper won't.
Yes, we'll show. The tissue paper may not be as
well, I need you to do that before I can
yeah,
pretty much do anything I need to do here.
Yeah, and I need to shuffle my piles. And this is such a dangerous thing. I lost my book, my prototype there today.
She did, but then we found it.
We did.
She almost, was it in the box that you were gonna?
It was in the Cheez-It cracker box.
Cheez-It. So, there's a running theme here, y'all. It's cheesy over here. PM Artist Studio.
Ah.
All about the cheese.
Cheese it, baby, cheese it.
So K Brooks says, I think it's Yamasoto or similar name, nori paste. Screw on cap, easy to get out, amount you need. Where are you hearing about this?
I saw it in correct me, is it clear? And it's slightly swishy. It's not solid.
Well, yeah, it sounds like that was kind of the thing.
But the other thing that I saw, this woman that I told you about who made those homemade papers, she was using a kind of wallpaper gel stuff that powder. It reminds me of the sodium alginate that I used to use when I did batiking.
Oh, I kind of remember that jelly stuff.
Thickener stuff for the dye.
I was very fascinated with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what am I doing here?
You're gel printing that.
I'm gel printing this.
With
Yes,
some
thank
yellowish
you.
something.
I'm really, I'm still on my first cup of coffee here.
Just another cheesy Monday.
Okay, we're going to go with Nicolazo.
So is your mock-up here to size? I thought that you kind of explained that it was.
Somewhat.
Somewhat. Okay.
Somewhat, because some of that back page is going to have to go clear across because that's going to be the back cover. And I didn't have enough paper, remember?
No. I mean, I sometimes listen to you.
Oh, Lord.
I think this would be, the most likely would be this one.
Well, we don't have to determine that right now. We just have to determine that it's going to fit.
I would like to.
Well, I don't know why it's not going to go on there. I mean, it's not going to go on the mock-up.
Well, no, but, you mocked it up. It was just just do the magnets.
Don't.
Stop asking so many questions.
Yes, you're... Muddy in the waters.
Am I? Okay.
Muddying the waters.
All right, then we're going to line this up, but I can't do anything with this until you give me that.
Just not.
Oh, okay, so, it is on Amazon, Yamato Nori Rice Sticking Paste.
Yes. And it is on Amazon.
Oh, and Carrie says that in the UK, wallpaper glue comes as a powder. And hello, Carrie. I don't think I said hello to you earlier.
I don't
Or
know.
was it
Did we
here?
have wallpaper powder?
Brain.
But that's what she would use on those handmade papers that she was making because it was she could tear them and and fragment parts of them and whatnot, and it dried clear.
Yeah, and Kay Brooks says, yes, she bought the nori to do paper mache, but now use it to glue down other paper tissue using a credit card to smooth it out. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Holy cow. Okay, I gotta buff a little off. It got a little dark.
Okay, send you that package in your hand, and you'll sew it up. Oh. Well, I don't know. Or is it this? Julie? See, I don't always know if people are exactly in the, point of the stream.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do my edges here on this little card since I've already got some goopy stuff on my thingy, my jiggy here.
Yeah, Jennifer, it's are you arting or are you eating? That would be a good shirt.
Don't food you so.
It could be, don't eat the glue. Well, that depends.
That depends.
It depends. What kind of glue is it?
There are edible versions. Well, I don't. There's these little clunky, funny things here. I don't really know what it is, but it's not going to interfere with the overall.
Oh, see, that bracelet, I tell you, that flippin' clasp, this is the only reason I don't wear this one out. Every flippin' time. Alright, it's a really cool clasp. And I hate, because when I squeeze it, then it's a real booger-boo for me to then get it off. So, like, I have to find the right,
Oh, it's a hooker?
Yeah, and it's a snake.
Oh, yeah. I know.
But it's so...
I was hard-pressed for,
I love it. It's just...
it's sterling.
Just works its little way off of there. See, I put snakes
And
cats and birds. Oh, no.
If you hook it up there in between, up there on the big old fat bead.
But I can't do that. See, it's supposed to go like that, and then I'm going to squeeze it down, and then somebody will have to help me later. This jewelry's hard work, man. All right.
God, who knew?
Who knew? All right, now, number one here. I'm getting this out of the way because I just find it distracting, and she really, I don't know if it's a true mock-up, and, like, in my world, she's a terrible client. She's like, yes, I like that, but then that may not actually have to be it. Well, is it or is it?
God, there's always somebody that wants to
rain on your parade. Okay.
throw a wrench in the works.
All right.
Okay, let me read this. Okay.
Now, is this the way that you want this, or should I flip it around? Because see, yeah, that's the way that goes. Is this proper, or does it go this way? No, I'd really love this straight edge over here. That'd make my life a lot easier.
Yes, that's true. The straight edge just match up.
Yeah.
That way you'll only have to match up 3 others.
There we go. Well, and I'm not matching that up. You were crazy talking. When you said what you were saying, she wanted me to go around and use the scissors and then match it back up. That's not how you do that, y'all. That will, you are sure to fail about, 95% of the time. All right, you want it centered up on here whenever it goes down on the magnets like that?
Yeah, more or less.
Very good. Now.
Yeah, Monica says S-clasps are great for necklaces, not so much for bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah, live and learn. That's all I probably had at the time. And if I strung that, I'd have to redo the whole thing, and I don't want to do that.
No. We're not set up for that right now. Okay, so now some of y'all may be new to doing the whole magnet thing, but here's some of the little tips and tricks of it. So most likely we want this magnet to hit there, right?
Yeah, as close to the edges as is
Possible.
because then that's going to give me room to mess around out there with my
Oh look, that one already had some.
gunky stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where that one came from. Or it didn't get used, or.
Well, you know, our
Mhm.
Princess Izzy. Oh, buffering. Gosh.
Well, we're
Just-
looking good over here on this end of things, so.
Oh, Griffin Shale has snake shed. I've still got that. I'm going to use that sometime.
Yeah, she has one from the snakes here, and then Becky sent us some from her snakes.
Yeah, she did.
Alright, again, positioning there is good. Then we're going to figure out where these are going to go on the back side of this other deal. Alright, come here, magnets.
I'll tell you what, this is all very instructive, and the only time I did it, totally messed it up. They didn't match up. Actually, they repelled each other, which I glued down the wrong side.
That's why you got to do it this way.
So, you know, this is a little more complicated than one would think. Eddie wants to know if Pat is at the grocery store. She's on her phone at the grocery
And it's
store.
become a thing. It's become a thing, Paula. Where's Paula? Is she at the grocery store?
I haven't been to the grocery store. I need to go to the grocery store, but the weather is not conducive
Okay,
to travel
so-
today.
One nice thing is that if you prep it like this is why you need extra magnets. You need extra magnets. It will help you. So
There
see,
you
now
go.
I got things kind of lined up. This is way more lining up than she would ever do.
Ever do.
I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with getting these little booger boos glued down.
And Becky wants to know what kind of snakes Griffin Shale has. And silver granite thing. Oh, weather related? It certainly could be.
Okay. And you don't really have to be exact with this because we're going to remember, we're going to glue it down. So, like, that doesn't matter. Sometimes it does matter. As far as, like, you know, extra sticky stuff. And really, it's more or less just to kind of hold it in place.
Her snake is 5 foot long. It's a gopher snake.
There we go. Just going to be like that.
Porter Papercraft said, "Howdy, Pink Hand."
Hello, Mimi. That's okay. We've just been yammering, showing off everybody, you know, showing the multiple
Susan Beaulieu says she needs to go to the grocery store also.
scraps that we have. Okay, so now we have these in place. That's good to go. We're very happy. Yay! Now we're going to glue this little bad boy down. So then we don't have to worry about those anymore. And those are going to be kind of our, you know, this is our go-to point.
The back ones?
Yes.
Ah. Oh, see, I'd already screwed up because I would have glued down the others. But that does make sense now that I give it, you know,
A little thought.
a little thought.
Yeah. This is just the Mart PVA glue. It's great stuff. Allows you a little bit of time to, I don't think, I need to put this in the, I tell you, every day we do a stream, I'm like, I think I have everything. I don't know that I have that down there. I think I should put some of our favorite adhesives and other mediums. I think I did make a list of, like, that sort of thing, but, love this glue. It usually comes in a set of 3. Highly recommend it. Now, moving around the magnets is a little tricky, but it's like you don't really necessarily have to have glue down on it.
Yeah, and Kathy says, thanks, Mariah. I need one that is between Eileen's and glitter glue. I think that this might be it. And it's certainly more cost friendly.
Yeah, and the thing is that it's yeah, you're exactly right. Kind of somewhere in between there. So, because yeah, you need to be able to kind of move it around. Because like with this, I think. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. But hey, that was pretty darn good. I'll lift these up for right now. See, we still have these in place, so that's good.
Okay, Darcy says, I sent you a reminder PM for the list, Mariah, for later.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I did get the...
Yes, I'm sure that we got that from Amazon.
What's that?
That PVC glue there.
The PVA. See, this is why you don't want to get letters involved with her.
I have a problem with that.
She does. She do. All right.
Oh, she's scaring me. Yes, it makes a ridge fast. It really is not good for this kind of
What's this?
manipulating glue.
Oh, like the art glitter glue is not ideal for this because number one, the area is just way too big. You want to be able to scoot it around like I have been doing here. And a lot of times with that, with the art glitter glue, it's like you get those bumps because it's dry.
But that's why I do patterns with mine.
Yeah, she does.
Quirky Queen says, I couldn't cope with art glitter glue. All that messing with the pin in the tiny hole, I'd be demented. Hey, sometimes I do get a little bit
She moved
angry.
She took the little metal tiny tip off.
Yeah, I just squirted out there. I really would be happy if I just had the old lid gone.
Okay.
Just dump it.
So now one of her other requests, although, okay, so which scissors did you use here? It wasn't the, okay, I think it's these.
Yeah, I think the whole thing with snakes is that there's kind of a built-in phobia there, you know. Our lizard brain says, ah, danger, danger.
Other lizards?
Yeah.
Amphibians?
Well, snakes eat lizards, I'm sure. They can catch them. Yes,
Reptiles.
Kathy, I'm sure that I don't know that the glue is in the store yet, but if it's not, it will be. So just hang in there.
Yeah. Now, if you want this, because here's one of the little things about the PVA glue. If you want this to be flat, you probably want to put it in between something so it does glue down flat. Again, she probably doesn't really care.
Don't
See
really.
those magnets hopping around?
It's funny.
All right, where did the other one go? Oh, it's stuck to the, yeah, see? They're sneaky boogers.
Okay, Leah says, hello, I hope I haven't missed much. I missed my notifications. I don't even know where the notification, the only reason I show up is because Mariah says, you need to go turn your computer on. Would you please make sure that you turn the sound off? That's our daily dialogue here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Loving that? Yay. Now, this is where it does get a little tricky-ish. We want that up.
We're gonna order some of that nori glue, and we'll make sure we put that into our store, our Amazon.
Now, do you have
Now, Nancy J, before you start that, here's a good question. I need a good glue stick for mixed media. I think that's kind of like the tape that doesn't stick.
okay, for whatever, I can't remember who it was. Somebody, I haven't even watched the video, couldn't even tell if it's a really good one, but I was kind of keyed into the thumbnail because she had tested all the glue sticks. Like, she had them all out there.
Oh, seriously? Well,
Yeah.
we need to have a link
I
to
know,
that.
I should have grabbed it.
Man, that's like paper.
But I bet if you Google, or in YouTube search, put in,
glue comparisons.
yeah, I'm sure that it would probably come up. Tell her that we sent you.
Griffin Shale says the Oohoo glue stick is good. Yeah, I don't know.
We use the, and I don't even know if I have one up here. In
Cookie.
fact, last time I just ordered the Amazon one, the purple one, because that's what I like.
Well,
It works.
I
for
think
me.
that is Uhu.
Okay.
We like it because Izzy can see where the glue is.
Yes. And she uses a lot
Legit
of
says
it.
every time I come here, there's always a new product for me to end up buying.
Sorry.
Hey, sometimes that's the way I am too. And Carla agrees with me. The glue stick thing. I've never found one that really works great. Oh, P.S. says the Nancy J. Scotch glue stick works for me. Don't know about that one. And Yuta says Avery and Coconino.
All right. I need something to put over this, or this is going to be your. You're going to put.
I'm going to put my quote on the back of that with tissue paper.
Do you know what your quote is?
No.
Okay. This is as far as we're going with this.
Yeah. That is true.
Now you're gonna want to be careful, cause like.
Well, and see that little envelope of stuff that I handed you?
Uh-huh.
I wanted to discuss some things with you.
Okay.
Because I've got those one little flowers that they're really not I don't know. It's from some project. Anyway.
Golly. See, the baby's been using my trash and not using it appropriately. Alright, so one thing to keep in mind in this, at this point of the magnets being added. Yes, they are stuck down with the double-sided tape, but the pull of the magnets,
We'll pull them off
up. You've got to secure them in a way like what we did here.
with another piece of paper.
Yes. But now, see, we can lift these off. So they were just there to help hold position. And we're good to go.
Woohoo!
Dunsy dunsies. The other thing is while all of this is drying, because the glue does sort of reactivate the paint ever so slightly, and like he needs to have this, like,
I'll put it under the glass
yeah,
over here.
put it under the glass. So that'll secure all that down, because it's kind of pulling. But it will activate the paint a little bit there, and it makes it sticky. So then if you're going paint to paint again, like if we were to cover this with something painty, it would be more sticky, especially with the magnet. So you want to kind of leave it after you have it all positioned, because otherwise they're going to be like connected in a way that you didn't want them to connect.
Yeah, don't worry about saying things more than once, because sometimes I didn't get it the first time.
Yeah.
If you repeat it, nobody is going to...
Well, and this was a really good, because a lot of times I think when I've done the magnets before, it is like part of it maybe was already done. This is like start to finish, how to kind of position it. And this was a large enough piece too, I think, that, you know, it didn't make it confusing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Kathy made a good point, because a lot of times what I do is I don't worry about my edges being glued down until I get it in place. Then I can
Yeah.
come along and very carefully glue down the edges so that they don't lift.
Yeah.
That is a good...
And another cool thing is now it's double-sided, so if she wanted to put something else on this other side, she could too. Just make sure that you, again, test your magnets before you put it down, because otherwise if you put them the wrong way,
they repel.
they repel.
They'll push it away.
Alright, so yeah, put that underneath the thing, don't put it with the other thing. Now what?
I'm not in need of any more of your services at this particular time.
Wonderful. There you go. Here's one of your envelopes.
Actually, I'm just going to put this in between my pads of watercolor paper.
There you go. Alright, y'all, back to the book. Got all kinds of things. I don't really exactly remember. I know that we pulled some little tree things, and that was fun. Okay, books in here. We need to trim some pages. I'm just going to leave kind of all this loose stuff. Although that was sort of a page and we wanted to deal with that. And then here's our, kind of our tags. We'll come back to those a little bit later. Let's see what our pages are
Hey,
like.
check this out, Mariah. Align those leaves up just right.
That's beautiful. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, this is...
Because it's already, it's a repetition of something that's already there.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so...
people appreciate you doing the magnets.
Thank you. Now, what I would
Your
like...
services are no longer required. Well, yeah, for now. But then I lied because I found that piece.
Yeah.
I wanted her to go through this, but she wouldn't do it. Just make sure they're covered up. I don't want to look at them.
Yeah. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to tear that off and then point it that way. Okay?
I don't really care as long as you cover up the dadgum magnets.
Alrighty.
I have no druthers.
Druthers. I knew she was going to use that word. Okay. You also need to make sure that whenever you're trying to cover these that you've got enough to wrap around it. Otherwise then it's going to kind of lift and look a little, you know, janky.
Yeah, janky.
Janky, y'all.
Kathy says, I repeat important things because we forget or didn't happen to see the video or all of the appropriate video. Thank you, Kathy. That is muy importante.
I tell her that. She's like, we've said it. We've said it a ton. I'm like, there are new people. They don't
Nori
know.
paste is an adhesive. Yaku makes the paper-like fabric for momogami. Thank you, Estella. Lots of info here today. Oh, and you all, I just have to tell you, I just so enjoy your comments. And
she's been answering them a lot because I have just been like, woo.
I really do. And you know, when you pick up on something that I hadn't necessarily picked up on when I was muttering the comment, you know, verbally, it really tickles me in a good way.
Some tickling is bad.
Yeah.
One nice thing about the
you know, sketchy relatives tickling you is not a good thing. No jankiness allowed. That's what Susan said.
Okay, so see how I've stretched it and kind of, you know, molded it around the magnet, this key.
Well, I hope
Might
you haven't
need more-
lost your positioning of that top one because it's shining at me like a diamond in a...
No, I told you what I was going to do is I got to turn that.
You have to what?
I got to turn it. Don't you worry. I got you.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know.
There.
You're good. You're fine. It's all fine. It's going to be taken care of.
Well, I guess this is, you know, this is like one of those trust moves we're falling back up. I don't have anything to hit her with here. She took my stick away from me downstairs. Because I would point at the screen. We actually don't design things together anymore. We just decided it would be better for our relationship if I wasn't involved in that stage of...
Yeah, because she's got her ideas about things. And I'm like, well, go away for a bit. I'll make that happen, but I don't need you micromanaging me.
Breathing down her neck, literally.
With the stick.
It was a pointer. I mean, I didn't actually like wrap her knuckles or anything. I just pointed to parts of the screen that I was, yeah.
Ooh, don't slide on me. Keep Aaron.
Now, see, this is way more exacting than I would probably had to rip that one of those leaves off and reposition it at some point, just because.
I might even be able to maneuver this a little. I might be able to maneuver it. Alright. I'm going to glue the rest.
Okay, Carrie says, I'm not sure if you can get it in the States, but a favorite strong fluid glue I like is Pin Flare Glue It bookbinding glue. 82 ml brand Pin Flare. I'm sure we have, because I see bookbinding glue touted in different places. Just thwack. Too fussy for me. I know, Yutha. Me too. Why do you think I handed across the table here?
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I love that purple with that kind of orangey yellow rusty background. I think it's awesome. Now I can still do text over that. Just make it very transparent.
Mm-hmm. Well, or it'd be kind of cool if you wrote right in here and down through here.
Oh, yeah. In the negative spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Billieu says we can get Lineco bookbinding acid-free PVA bookbinding glue. Have we ever had any of that?
No, I mean, I don't know if this is. I don't know if this one's acid free or not.
And Apple says that she thins it with a bit of water.
Yeah.
And it's paste too.
Mm. Oh, get down there. Okay.
And Paola says, I think bookbinding is just straightforward PVA, yes. Except I think it has
Like it will say acid free.
and then
I
that
think
is
that's-
important to some people.
Yeah. But the PVA itself references, it's like, what is it? Holly something, which, you know, has more plasticky stuff in it, which makes it more
The whole bucket
Strict.
is here, and this is Ketura.
Tetra.
Ketura. I'm going to say Ketura because it's
She
like
makes things,
Sharon.
yes, fancy.
Sharon. Yes, I think that there are properties that are better for some, in some than others.
And there we go. And if you wanted to come in and see, that bothers me that I can kind of see the line of that there. I don't know that most of y'all probably know or care about that.
What?
But I do. What I'd come in and do is just put a little dab of stuff to blend it in so it doesn't look, because I can kind of see the line there, but I don't think that you care.
Oh, the white line there? Yeah, I can fix that.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellente.
There we go. Now, please try not to do too much to it because I would like to photograph that for, you know, the... So just keep watching chat because, see, I gave her something and now she wants to, you know, go bat it around like a little
They
kitty.
said, okay, I refuse to fussy cut, so I get your feelings on that. I didn't fuss. This was a Matisse move
Matisse move.
where I just cut it out. That purple
Yeah.
thing there. There weren't any lines to follow. I just freelanced it.
Freelanced it. Freestyle cut.
I like that traveling vine across the page. Thank you, Apple. And Susan says, I love those colors. I do too. I just don't think you can beat I think it's really nice backside to this. You know, a bit of a surprise because you've got very definite, yes, Mariah, we refer to them as granny flowers now.
Yes, the
Granny flowers on one side, and then you have this very modern feel to the other side. I think that's really nice because I inhabit both worlds. It says I did wardrobe and makeup and forgot the hair. Oh no! Elizabeth likes the colors and the vine. Thank you.
my shoulder.
Oh, Mary, we need to get to that hair. She's got such cool hair.
She does have cool hair. And those of you that weren't here yesterday, be sure to go check out the shop. A bunch of our designers have new stencils in there. Miriam, Eddie, Darcy,
Yeah, I'm in the
Rhonda.
process of watching your collage, and so I'm gonna bust out my. You know, I really have that really super nice sketchbook that has like watercolor paper in it. I just never really liked the watercolor paper, but I, you know, now that I know some things, I can work around that.
Yeah.
There are beautiful spreads with oranges on emerald backgrounds in last month's Southern Living. Ooh, I used to take that magazine. Cookie Wookie says hashtag shop. Okay, have to run errands. I'll catch the replay later. Very good, Susan.
Bye, Susan. So I have an idea about this, but I forgot. I need to print out some more of. So this is the Winter Wonderland papers, printables from Julie Tort's latest set over there in the shop. Because I was thinking what would be really cool is if I had them and I could cut out some and then I could stack them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't that be cool? And if you want any of these scraps, remember you can claim them. These are fun ones.
Carrie says, Mariah, you can hang off on mailing my new stencils to me and add them to February's designs to save on postage.
Wonderful.
Much appreciated, because wow.
Yes. I explained to her about postage.
Yes, the ATCs had to I made a really cute little package thing for them.
She did.
But it got removed, so.
Yes. Ooh, those might be kind of fun. Like on those pages, kind of like
not
that.
Enough contrast. What color did you use on the front cover?
What do you mean? What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't either. The front cover of that, does that have a cover? Is that what you want to know?
Because these are...
We don't know. That's from Julie.
Yeah. I think, Julie, is this one of the pages
and she says there are some cut out trees in the small bag of fussy cuts.
Oh. Already cut out
Thank
trees.
you.
Well,
oh, look at me. I'm doing such a good job
you
reading
really are.
chat.
You really are.
Ha.
All right,
I want to know about this momogami stuff. I'm interested in that because we have some raw material for that.
Yeah. Lots of people have done it. I think good old.
The blues and the greens on the front.
Yeah.
Julie, can you address that?
I don't know if that's one of the pages from the set or if that's just something separate she did.
She says the cover is just scrapbook paper. We want to know about the color of the paint.
Are you talking about this? The interior, this? Because this P did. And I'm pretty sure this is Brushos.
Brushos and frottage.
Yes, and then oil pastel, because this, see this? Well, it's not moving now. So
hey, I went over the top of it with something.
You did?
That one I did.
And a lot of times, the glue, when you glue it, and how I glued it, will help sort of hold it in too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now this one was Mod Podge.
Okay, you didn't say anything about papers that you wanted, but what we should just
scraps. In particular, it's scraps. She thinks papers are like scrap. That's to me. I think scraps. There should be like a, it's like catching crabs. The ones that you throw back or the ones that you keep. Like there's a certain size. Know what I'm saying? Okay, this is where it gets tricky. My poor little brain says.
Bye, Utah.
You're stressing her out. Alright, I gotta cut it like that. Dag nibbit.
Oh, she says, love me a surprise. Okay. Alrighty.
What I really want to do is just tear it, but I don't think that's a good decision. It would probably tear the one way, but...
Carla says she loves the trees on the tissue. That's looking mighty fine there. You're doing a good job of doing a
Thanks.
Darcy pull there on the edge.
A Darcy pull. I love how this kind of, you know, this outline bit here, it really flows nicely into the whole scene. Now that we're trimming off some of that
Yeah, for sure.
other stuff, it's more noticeable. Now it's framing up and not looking so
Okay,
like...
the whole bucket wants to know, is this a book that everyone had a hand in making?
No. This is...
Oh, I want you to leave that ruffly.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do. Really like that. I thought, what I was talking about, you're really good, you know. Now you messed it all up.
Well, I can glue some more rough the business back there, you know, like...
No, this book, well, actually, yeah, Mariah's using my gel prints.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, a lot of people, because the one she's got her hand on right there right now, that is from Christy? No, that's from
Let's see if she gets it.
Rhonda.
Nope.
Yolande.
Devin Rex.
Yes, that print. And that was actually, you can watch that being pulled.
Well, the stencil. She
Uh-huh.
made the stencil, and then remember P did this.
Yes, and she sent a naked journal.
Yes, a naked journal.
And we're providing clothing. Excuse me. That last glug of coffee was a little...
Yeah. Not in agreement. There you go, rough edge back in place.
Yolande, thank you, Eddie.
Now I'm not going to be able to do that up here.
Yeah, Eddie, I think it's going to happen right. Her live is going to be right after ours.
Who's this?
Miriam.
Miriam.
She announced it earlier, and it was moving too fast. I couldn't read it, and it was gone. And then somebody, you know,
Yeah.
I suck at this. A water brush along the edges of the tissue will help it pull away. Not with this carnival.
Wet string.
Carnival doesn't
It doesn't act
respond
like
well.
No. And really what I want it to do is... There we go.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I wish that the carnival wasn't quite that strong. You need to make some kind of... they need to make an in-betweener. Thanks, Mo.
And I think that the wet string tissue last time, no, it was probably last week or whatever, I gave the link out to somebody, and it is back in stock. But I tell you, it comes
while
and
you
goes.
can.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
Apple says, I think about joining this makers group, but I don't have a... Hey, the only reason you can just join one thing. You don't have to...
Well, I know she doesn't like, she doesn't go on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. But I know there's a few people that it's like, you know, all they do is like kind of go into the group and then that's it. But, I mean, there's not... Facebook is a little bit of a slippery slope. I squirrel so bad when I try to stay focused, but it's tricky.
I don't go anyplace else except our group, but that's about all the time I have.
Okay, should I do that roughly kind of business over here?
Oh, I feel the same way. I mean, at one point, I had a journal where I was tracking our traction. How's that for some alliteration there, y'all?
Tracking our traction.
And recording comments in columns in this journal that I had.
That's a little too straight. I don't like that.
But I don't do that. The only place I go is Makers and my own personal page. That's about it.
Oh, you want me to put that roughly edge back on that one?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Por favor, mija. Oh, I'll tell you what. The people on our makers thing,
Y'all are awesome.
all of the bad eggs have been, shuffled down the chute. That's a Willy Wonka
Reference.
reference. There. And I referenced Fran as a good egg in one of my comments. I knew she would love that.
Now, Fran, are they live streaming?
And Lygia said, "Oh my gosh, were you doing analysis?" I was.
She was. She has a book.
It lasted about 2 weeks.
Oh no, you kind of off and on because like she was in other groups and she's like, "Ooh, hey, so this person posted this, and I think we need to, try to engage with them so that."
And
way
really, that's the way we got in touch with
a lot of people.
A lot of you early ones. I know Lisa.
Yeah, I found her over in the journal group.
And I'm trying to think. And Fran
and Sharon. I found quite a few people through like Seth After's group.
Bad egg stuff down the chute. Remember that little girl in the Willy Wonka movie she had to go. Mm-hmm. And I asked Izzy. I said, was that still, because she went to the new one with her daddy the other day.
But the new one's like an origin kind of story, so it's not even like the same characters or anything. It's not a remake.
But they do still have they do have the bad eggs disappearing.
Do they? Is that what she said?
That's what she said.
Oh, well, don't trust that kid. She doesn't.
I know.
Some of her information.
Well, and she may have confused it with the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me really happy, that ruffled edge there.
All right, I think we got all the...
And Kathleen says, at one point, I stopped using Facebook completely.
Yeah.
I visited, like I said, I just go to our makers page and, oh, thank you.
Okay.
That definitely I can do.
So, Julie told me there were some trees in here, so let's see.
Yeah, she said in the smaller bag. Is there a smaller bag there?
Oh, there is. Sweet.
Thank you, Julie. Thank
Hi,
God
Julie.
you remember this kind of stuff. D. Smith wants to know, how was the book made? I don't know. Julie? You're on. You're up. Well, you've been tagged.
Just explain.
Well, you be careful. We'll bag you if you don't give good answers. Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Oh, she did. Look at that little trees. Oh, maybe we just
Now,
bring
if
it over
you want
like
me to
this.
slap some more intense color on those, I can certainly do that.
You simmer down, lady.
Nancy J. said, this has been the most supportive and helpful group I've ever found. Thank you. We were looking for us when I was trying to find a group on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And that's why this came about, is because I said, they're not addressing my needs.
Well, it's kind of like, so what would happen is because, this is the thing, and it is what it is. The other groups offer different things. Some people just like to post their stuff and move along. That's totally fine. We wanted more engagement. I wanted to be able to, have people write really long, lengthy posts and talk about their stuff, and, other people engage with that and ask questions and feel okay about doing that. And be able to post your links to the video that, rather than, having to explain it 50 million times, say, hey, no, here's my video. I made a video. You can go see it here.
I love Carla. Okay, so, Liz, you're excused. I wouldn't know where to go if Mariah didn't remind me. And Carla, if you want to know about those kind of posts, you should go over on my personal page, because I don't hide anything over there. Screw it. It's my page. If you don't want to look on my page, you don't have to.
That's true. But she keeps it over there.
I keep it over there. And Marta says, I saw Veruca Salt years ago. Who is Veruca?
That's the girl.
Oh, that's the one the bad egg that went down the chute.
That's her name in the, right?
Oh, I think it is.
Not to be confused with Veruca Salt, the artist, musician.
Well, I think that's what Marta's talking about, because she saw her.
But
And
I don't
Eddie
think
wants to know what happened to him. Who knows? They come and go.
Who? What? What comes and goes?
It's like, Nancy Sinatra and these boots are going to walk all over you. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a one.
What do we think about all this?
I'm kind of liking it. I'd like for you to bring that top branch down just a bit and don't, put it in the corner.
just feeling some out corners.
Well, not quite that far, you know, somewhere in between.
How about one big one and then one?
Oh, yeah. Pine nut. AKA cone. I don't like that at all. It's too clunky. No, that's much better. There, that's a good position. Don't shove it any farther up. Yeah, the big one would be closer to the bottom. That's good. You can overlap them a little bit.
Now, I don't know if you're saying yay or nay, or because you're watching on delay, and that makes me a little crazy.
Yeah, Nancy
Okay.
Sinatra was the vanilla ice of her day. Absolutely.
That one's good. Who said that?
You know, it's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
funny. I tell you all that I watched, and I can't believe it. There was I thought about the Nancy Sinatra thing because, you know, how they do background music, but when you're watching captions, they'll tell you where the music's from. And Nancy Sinatra was, I don't know, it was one of her other, I think she had 2 songs that were,
2 songs.
two songs that were, yeah.
All right. Look, I don't really know what I'm doing with all this, but I'm enjoying this. So hopefully y'all are
Leah
enjoying
says
this.
it's looking beautiful,
Okay.
Mariah.
Good, because I'm just like, I like this. I mean, I don't know. Now, one thing I would like to do, I need an ink pad, which I think I have all the ink pads over here.
You have them in the thing. I have some over here also. I know tearing tissue is therapeutic. I'm gonna tear up a bunch of tissue and collage one of these days. Okay, like Gia says.
Hey, one of the things I have been thinking about, because I see people doing all these cool, like, magazine-y, collage-y things. I just have absolutely no interest in, like, going through magazines and cutting out stuff. But if people were willing to send me things,
Yeah, we wouldn't hate you.
no, I, like, already cut out and then see what I do with them. I would be interested in that. And I think, now, I don't know if she would be that interested in such things.
Sure.
But,
I'll just take whatever Mariah doesn't use.
you know,
Because I don't
kinda,
think we'd use the same thing.
and I would say, like, weirder the better.
Is there some other way to fade the edges of the trees on the green page?
Yeah, I'm going to work on that. Who
She's
said this?
Carrie.
Okay. God, did you hear my shoulder pop? I tell you, it's something. It's
And
fun.
Apple, she's got ink pads coming. They were delivered today.
I don't know if this thing's still. Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, and like Gia says, the other day I saw on another group someone post about Carrie's YT video. I added to it and referenced PM Artist Studio, bless your heart,
Oh, yes.
and the Makers Group. Good things were said, Carrie. This was about gel print.
Awesome.
And see, he probably...
Hey, and that's another thing, like, if you guys want to know, like, what helps each channel, sharing our videos and our content over on other, like, on Facebook and things like that, or just, you know, sharing it, because, like, once you share that link, they know.
Mariah says, have Izzy cut you some... Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, her skills are better than they once were. And then, but her attention span
Yeah,
is
she's...
lacking.
It's so funny because you can look at what she's cutting out. By the time she gets around to the other side, she just whacks it off.
It is.
That's great. I love it.
I think this one's gonna be better. Let's see if I can.
In youth group at church, we used to sing pine trees over and over to blessed be the tie that binds. It's in my head right now. I know there's so many funny things that you as a kid when you think that something's
Oh, this
being
one?
said.
Do you think that'll work?
Well, I have some kind of greeny ones.
Well, they're saying miss the ink pad with a little bit of or Windex. What do you? Okay, I think I'm getting misinformation from y'all. What? Yeah,
Eddie,
look at that.
He said LOL. I think they weren't being serious about that.
Don't always trust Eddie's information. That's what I'm just going to say in the chat. That is.
Yes, and if you have not subscribed to Carrie's channel, you definitely need to.
I can't imagine who would be here.
I can't imagine either.
But you never know.
And Marta, she's making her first junk journal, winter, for my mom's birthday, hoping
Look at
for
that.
a 12 by 12 gel plate for my birthday. Oh, bless your heart. I hope you get one.
All right, Carrie, what do you think? I think this is.
Julie I love ink blending.
I think that's what I'm doing. That's what we're going to say this is.
Yeah, now you don't have them in their placement position or anything, right?
No, I'm just
okay,
kind of trying to
good.
figure out, all right, well, because I don't want them all to be, oh, it's okay. I don't want them all to be kind of like the same. You know what I mean?
Lexi, I certainly don't have the attention span for fussy cutting. I like freelance cutting, but
It's freelance cutting. Freestyle. It's freestyle, not freelance.
freestyle cutting where you just go at it.
Freelance would be you're getting paid to do it, like as a side job. And that ain't happening.
And see, Kathy says, you too, Mariah, I have a unique group. I belong to many and they just post. No real connectivity. I think that is. And even here, what we're doing right now, reacting to what people are saying. But I will also say, and I feel for people like doing the live streams that don't have someone over here watching and
Because this is tricky.
doing the chat, because it's a struggle. And I couldn't do it at all.
Look at that.
Yeah, we need to. You all get over there and do the thumbs up. We're going for a record today. Come on now, everybody. Doesn't take a minute. Just reach right over there with your little arrow and give it a punch. And Carrie says, Makers is a family of creative souls.
It is.
Nancy J wants to know, what's your side hustle?
This.
It's certainly not fussy cutting or fancy cutting.
Look at that. I think those are pretty good.
I do too. Definitely.
I'm going to do that to these.
Mariah is double dipping. We are witnessing this
Yes,
unusual
I am. And
phenomenon.
I was wondering if somebody was going to say anything.
Mark it on your calendar. Oh yeah, she's
And
all
actually,
over me.
I'm triple dipping. Look at this. Look at that. And then did you see what happened over here? I know. Oof.
Hey, I'm an excellent ripper when it comes to that, doing stuff like in magazines and whatnot. I'm definitely a ripper.
Yeah, she can rip out a thing.
I can
It's
rip
just-
out a page like nobody's business.
Part of the thing is that we really don't have many magazines anymore, because between like her moving and us moving, like a lot of that gets kind of, it's one of those things. It weighs a ton and therefore costs quite a bit to, there we go. I think that was a little much.
Well, Fairy Tales and Firefly, she's doing double duty here. She's fussy tearing as we speak.
Awesome.
And Julie Parker says, I thumbed as I was coming in. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait around to see if it's going to be something that makes you happy or whatever. Just assume it's going to.
If we disappoint later, then,
Hey, you can always unthumb.
you can unthumb.
You can unthumb.
Please don't.
I've done unthumbing. Not with anyone in this group. I'm glad that you saved this piece of purple, Mariah, because this is really very nice. I might have to. Definitely going to put that in.
See, I'm trying to kind of do a little. I got three little spots.
3 little spots.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to switch up.
Oh,
I know that's probably horrifying to some people, but just look away. Look at that. Hey, I think I'm pretty good at this.
Okay, I'm not sure what they're talking about here, but this is fun. Can I ask the collective how many in this chat use napkins in their creative process?
Oh,
I can't do that because it's just too fiddly.
Yeah, she has no patience for it.
Well, I get it stuck to my fingers, and I'm just sitting here, and I'm kind of like the dog that walked across the wet cement, and I'm just flipping stuff off.
And that's even true of like the napkins that we make. Like that really isn't her gig. I've done most of them. She did it like once.
And I said, I can't do this anymore, Mariah. This is just,
not my
just
jam.
can't handle it.
Look at that. I think I'm getting better.
Thank you, Mo.
Y'all feel like this is improving?
Yes, Julie Parker says, oh, she's using the blending pad for different colors.
Mm-hmm. But see, look, I got it,
There's quite a few people that use napkins, and I love the effect of them. I don't have the
patience.
Wherewithal. I mean, yeah. See, there's some other people that use napkins.
Loving this.
Yeah, this is definitely.
Are y'all entertained?
Angela said, I get in a sticky mess with napkins. I do too. And you have to be so careful. I don't have the dexterity for them, but the effect is lovely. It certainly is. Carla loves napkins and she hoards them. And Carla said something funny about, she said going to family events that if there was food involved. Yeah, that is one of the reasons that I attend family events.
Okay, let's glue some of these little.
You probably had bad napkins, fairy tales and fireflies. Yeah, I had some of those. That same batch.
Hey, not all napkins are created equal. That's for sure.
Oh, and then I watch them separating them out. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Charmaine does napkins. D-Ray, always entertaining. Absolutely, LOL. She's entertained.
Wonderful.
That we aim to.
Yes.
I know. Tuesday morning was a good place to find a whole buttload of stuff, and we are so.
They've closed them. I think that they're all closed down now.
It just makes me really, really sad.
It's super sad. Okay, I need less of.
And Liz says, I have used napkins, but not always so easy to find the design I would like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told Mariah, I said,
Well, here's the thing. I actually even wanted to turn some of our designs into napkins because I love the effect. It's so cool.
You can stamp. You can stamp on them. You can stamp like on just plain old white napkins from, when you go to places.
Does this one need more brown? I think this one needs a little more brown.
Yeah, it's kind of bluey.
Okay, this was
warm that baby up.
Obviously not the shirt to be wearing.
Okay, D. Smith says, what is the name of the Facebook? Makers of Mixed Media and...
Okay, so right there in the chat, the Nightbot, because I'm sure...
Yes, he just put it in.
Yeah, Mo prompted Nightbot.
Thank you.
There's that link.
And Kathy says, stamp on tissue.
Yes.
Like the real tissue, not Carnival.
Correct. Because Carnival's going to get milky. It still has the milky. It doesn't just disappear. That's the beauty of like the napkin thing, because it just like disappears.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I don't know if I like these. Okay, those I don't like with this.
Yes, if you don't answer the questions, you don't automatically get in.
That is true. I like the 3 and 3.
And Liz says she stamped on white tissue. It works really well. Yes, on the regular kind that you get in presents that they stuff in the box. But the Carnival isn't necessarily. I'd like it if you brought those down a little bit. There you go.
She's in my head even when she's just over there.
Oh, Leah stamps on rice paper. That's a good one too.
All right, so I don't even know where one gets these pop dots. They were sent to me from our dear friend Jeanette in Germany. Not Janet, Jeanette in
Vilda.
Germany. Vilda. I even love this little
Strip of
ruby business that comes out of it. Extremely helpful, especially with something like for a tree. Because looky. What I'm going to do.
Seems kind of excessive use of.
You just...
Shush it, since this is not my métier anyway.
That's right.
Used tea bags work well to stamp on. Oh, of course they do.
Yeah, we've done that. Well, did we do the tea bags?
And Fairy Tale says, oh,
I don't know if we did.
I need the leftover of the pop dots.
Yeah.
We keep those little things because they're
These are
kind of cool.
fabulous.
Okay, somebody said something about Ninny's napkins.
Okay, wait. I don't know if I want to stick this one down first. I need to stick down the little one because I want it to. I think I want
Fairy
it.
Tales embosses on the tea bags.
No, I want this one up front. Okay. But see, I want it to kind of come into this white spot here.
Oh my gosh, if you're ever in Charlotte, North Carolina, Blackhawk Hardware, famous, has 3 aisles of decorative napkins.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a whole lot of napkin.
That's a lot of napkins. I kind of like how you're doing this because you can kind of stuff those trees underneath the edges if you so desire.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking that as well. So glad we're on the same page.
Me too. Hot diggity.
Okay, the sleeve business with the shirt. This is not a shirt to be messing with fussy cut things in.
Oh yeah, because it's
a
dragging
scooper.
them along.
It's making me crazy.
Oh, I need more coffee. And Kathy says, Jane Knapp, the antique effect of a stamped tea bag is awesome. And Julie also loves used tea bags. There's a lot of used tea baggers here. My napkins had birds and such. I am not, don't you even? Carla might head that way.
What do we
Birds and
think
such.
about
Hey,
that?
there are birds. Somebody sent us birds once, I think. I believe we've even used birds in something.
What do we think about that?
Thank you, Fairy Tales. You do that.
I like that.
Oh, there we go. Eddie put in the Ninny's napkins.
Look at that.
And he says, I typed in, but I got something else. Oh. D. Smith, she's trying to find makers. Mariah, I know. My uncle has stainless bands to hold up his sleeves. Hey, I've got some sock tops. You want me to go get my sock tops for it?
I could just take this shirt off, but you know, we've got 30 minutes. I guess I could. I got 2 shirts
You're
on.
fine. Just suck it up, Buttercup. I make my own tissue images by running tissue that is taped to a 69-pound paper through my inkjet. So why hunt for napkins?
There you go. So
Shopping is awful where I live anyway. It says Levi, but I think that's what she means. And Liz says, that looks good, Mariah.
Thank you.
Okay, Carrie wants to know, Mariah and Pete, how many giveaways are you doing for your 8K prize giving? 8.
Well,
Actually, 9, 10.
No, 9.
9.
7.
Well, we've
okay,
got
I just threw
two
that down
two of the little.
Right.
Okay.
But so we have 7 streams that we're, because we're not doing it on this one. And then 2 other little, well, not little, actually it's quite a thing, because P's gonna do the 2 one-on-one session thing. I think that looks pretty cool. What do we think, y'all? One up, one over. Over. Maybe on top. I like that little cluster.
Oh, and Silver Granny says you can
Okay,
take
dear Lord.
layers of plain. That's my shirt anyway.
No, it is not. This one's mine.
Well, where's mine like that?
I think it's over there in that closet. I feel like I saw it over there.
We had our friend
Sunday.
Sunday. Sandoval.
There you go.
Samo-
Burn thing for me.
Yeah, okay. I never could.
There we go. Making me nutty.
You didn't put your pelt back on.
No. I tell you, it was keeping
Kind
me
of
warm,
jingly.
though. Yeah, this one. Oh, that was shocked me.
Yeah, that demo of the tissue feeds through the inkjet for the group. Yeah. And also, somebody else said that you could send it through the winder.
What?
Napkins and emboss them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, but I didn't think of that.
Now, I think you want
Somebody
to
out
glue them
there.
down to something.
Okay, Carrie says, idea. When you do your giveaway, if Mariah sends me the prize winners' addresses, I will send out a mystery envelope of napkins. Oh, to each winner. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
Yes, well, hell yes. Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, thank you, Carrie.
That's
Oh, they'll
really
just be-
generous.
Yes. That's so
Oh,
super. Hey,
it just makes me cry.
I would like everybody just to,
Ooh and awe over her trees. Can everybody give her some positive feedback there? Okay, you need to have one more down at the bottom. Too.
over here.
No, at the base of the other twos. Those are floating trees there.
Don't judge my damn trees, woman.
You just need one more to make them all feel like they're kind
What
of
if I just put a little path in there?
a little what?
A little path.
Oh, well, can you kind of make it curvatured?
Let's give it a whirl.
Let's give it a whirl. Jennifer
Plus, that
loves the
brings that,
trees.
yeah, that brings that over there.
Carrie, I just really think that is very, very sweet.
Yes.
Yes. And it looks like something that everybody seems interested in. And Silver Granny says, ground those trees, Mariah.
God.
Floating trees. I mean, come on now. This isn't a sci-fi. Great layering. I think the bluish green one really sets it off how you place them. Yes. Trees that are closer to you visually
Yes.
are going to have more yellow in them, warm colors.
Oh,
Trees that are far away are going to be bluer.
I didn't know that. Who's saying
Put a
this?
branch across it as an element in the foreground. Hey, okay, look over there. You got some branches over there?
Kind of like. And I could trim that up.
Hey, the one you've got up there with the pine cones on it?
You like it
No,
better?
the one on the other page.
Yeah.
That one.
Please look at real time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can only look one place, Mariah.
Oh.
Jeez, give me a break. You need to put, it's got, all right, now you need to do something to it to make it separate from the trees, color-wise. That's excellent. Excellent idea.
Are we putting the trees in front, or I'm putting the branch in front?
You're putting the branches in front because
Okay.
it's big.
Okay.
But you need to change the color ever so slightly so that they have a bit of,
Okay.
and you can get away with putting more, why are you cutting that?
Because it was on top. See, look. See, that's a little better.
I can't see. I have to wait for it to show up.
Okay, I'll hold it there for a second.
Okay, good. Now you need to make the pine needles blue.
Bluer. Got it. Can do.
Yeah, and gee, boy, I'll tell you what, they're really on this like a duck on a Junie bug.
Well, this
with
is
a
the crowd.
suggestion.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're horrified by what I am doing and trying to help me.
You need, like Gia says, you need to hide the whiteness of that branch.
Okay. Well, it does
She's-
have snow on it. It has
Yeah,
snow on it.
Hey, I could puke a little of my
That's really what I want. Is
My-
a little
my-
puke on my
light and fluffy on there, and you can have some textural elements.
Actually, I think that would be pretty fab. Let's do it after.
Okay.
That'll be like the last thing we do.
I've also wanted to.
Here, is that? Oh, that does look pretty darn good, I think.
I'm waiting for it to show up over there. I still think you need more separation in color. You just need to hand me that, and I'll put some paint on it that's fluffing around with all that dabby doo-doo.
Well, it seems like there might be some other options in here too, in case you fun that up.
Okay, yeah.
Don't make it too fun. Y'all know what I mean.
Alrighty. Well, I could just
Well, I
do
lost
colored pencil here, and
So I lost my branch over there, but I do think, we could even bring this in, like, we're kind of,
see, I can do this in.
she gets real angry when I put things in the corner.
I'm browning up your branch.
Okay.
And this pine cone over here. Except I think we'll put some snow on that baby.
Here, what about, you know.
Works really great with colored pencils because I can get the strokes of the pine needles as well as
I
the...
have another solution.
Alright, now check that dude out.
There you go, go. How about that? There's a solution.
What is it?
Let me hold it up for you.
For some reason I've got some... What is that up there? Well, I don't hate it, but here. I mean, you might just use that as well. For some reason I've got some weird stuff appearing up here on my screen.
Yeah. Well, what if I made that loose so it just, you know...
Oh, I think that floppy business is not a good idea.
Not. I just really like the bottom of what I did there, and so... How about that?
Colored pencil, some of that puffy texture paste. See, Apple is we're on the same page.
Hey, how
Apple.
about that? And that's kind of cool because it crosses that branch there. Look at that.
Yeah. Overlapping there.
Yeah, baby.
And then I can put some of that puffy paint on there.
Okay.
Eddie says he doesn't like the pine cones there.
Is it the amount of pine cone? Just want to know.
What exactly is it that you're objecting to? Could you be a little bit more specific?
Is it that there's one tree and 2 pine cones?
Well, I think you
know?
need 3. True enough.
Okay, here, you gotta...
Remember, we're going to put some snow on them.
Yeah, there's gonna be some snow.
Kathy says it's too busy. You need to simplify it.
Mm.
She didn't say that. I said that.
Well, okay.
She says, rip that page up.
Yeah, I did. Well, remember, they're delays. They may not... Yeah, so let's wait until everybody's kind of, you know.
And Kathy says more is not always better. That, my dear, is truth.
More is...
The size and just overall look, I'm not to be trusted. Oh, Eddie, we trust you implicitly.
Size.
Explicitly also.
He says size matters.
Fairy Tale says, Firefly says, I like busy.
Yeah, I mean... It's kind of like, if you're going to do it, do it. Don't.
All right, oh, Marguerite, boy, she's on it. She says 85 thumbs and 105 watchers. Okay, all of you, you know, hanger backers.
Come on now.
Come on now, honey. Give me that and let me fix those pine needles.
Yeah, and I don't know which, because this doesn't have a branch, so I'm chopping that. That's confusing to me. There we go. But what are our thoughts about?
I need to fix the pine needles.
Okay.
Just hand it to me.
Well,
okay. Just hand it to me.
Do I need to, I could, you know, pre-ink it. You're very something today.
Well, you could, but for God's sake, why would you want to do that when you
I
can
don't
do
know.
something here that just...
I
Three
personally,
times
I like this, even though it looks
faster
like the trees are floating on the other thing. And if somebody else did this, I'd probably be like, well, that's, I don't know about that.
Now, see, it's got a little bit of snow here on these. That's what you're seeing, that white.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for people to... And I'm going to overlap the deadgum pine cone here with some strokes.
Okay, you stroke it.
Stroking that baby. Because I think it needed it.
I got an idea. We need a little snow path. That ain't the marker I was looking for. No. Why is it that I'm only getting these little ones? Oh, because the big one's downstairs.
I'm even adding a little bit of shading here.
This
Just
is what we got. So
look
this
at
is
that.
what we're gonna.
Look at that.
And I didn't
That's absolutely FP.
look at you. Deepen in the color. All right, nice contrast. Very good.
I just need to find a better way of applying the white puffy stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like these are up on a snowbanky thing.
Angela says Eddie's going to have to go to therapy after the live stream. Have we kind of been hitting on him hard and heavy? I love a low-hanging conifer.
No.
You can catch it with a tea bag. You know, one of those big ones like we have.
On a roll.
On a roll. Julie says, I don't think Mariah's going for photorealism. How do you think?
Everybody's really pushing
that's
for,
great.
you know.
It's a perspective thing. You about poked by the pine needles while you're looking at the trees. Yeah, you want to watch your head as you're going through the forest.
Yeah.
Pine needles will get you every time.
They will.
Be careful with your drift there, sweetie.
Yeah, God. We're rough today, y'all. Rough.
Kathy says it's the compositional strength we are looking at.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's the word for it. And Diane says I like the dark green strip. And Kathy says she likes it too.
All right. Hey, and don't y'all worry. You know it.
Hey, I'm going to swap. I'm going to swap some stuff on there, and it's going to,
I like
drifty snow.
That you're throwing out your ideas and everything, and please, keep
Feel
them coming.
free. Keep them coming. You never know.
Hey, I think that that's not too shabby. Personally. All right, now the beautiful branch you did. I still like that, you know. What?
All right, Patricia says that's turning out pretty cool, Mariah.
Thank you.
The snow is what it needed.
You see, it just says, okay, oh, those are like way back there.
Those are way back there, and then the low-hanging pine cones are in the front part.
Yeah, like this, you know.
Carrie says, I'm sensing a backseat artist. Oh, I don't know why.
Oh, hey, what about that kind of?
Yeah, and see, that I like that.
Okay.
I think that's good, but I think that white sky there needs some...
Oh, yeah, maybe that's really what's kind of... Okay.
You know, I think that...
Well, she left it white so you could, you know, do something
to it.
Thoughts? Clouds? Birds?
I was just thinking...
Need a good bird.
Jump plate some blue.
Not everything requires gel plate. Okay. I left my thingy off too long.
And Jennifer says, yes, better placement for the cones.
Okay. Well, we'll get those in there, but we want to do our sky first. Otherwise, that makes
Fix the sky and pull those branches down. Yeah.
Okay, good golly, y'all.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to look through my old bag here, because there are other things and
You got
such. I don't know.
Well, now the problem is going to be integrating the tops of the tree branches with your sky. That's why, you know.
The poo-poo lady, one moment.
Poo-poo. Angela says flying squirrels. That kind of refers to our stream here today.
Hey,
Different subtle values of white in the cloudy sky. You should be able... Oh, there you go.
I got a little square there. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right. Buff it out.
Yeah.
Well,
our things
that
are gonna
already
go,
is a whole lot better.
Yeah, our things are going to go there anyway, so I think we'll be all right.
Covered it up.
Yeah. Dear Lord, just... Okay.
And watercolor, well, that was my
okay.
wish, but that was not.
I do think that these are laser printed. I kind of remember that's what Julie said, but I don't know if this paper would really hold up to a heck of a lot of.
Yes, and like just as nice. It's looking like a wintry sky. Absolutely. Oh, and that was a good suggestion, Carl. Spray the sky from behind and let it seep through, but you can't do that because there's stuff on the other
wintry
side.
Things over here.
Yeah, that would prevent that from happening.
Okay. So I'm going to pop out that little boogeroo right there, and then this one's going to go over it there. So then we have more, even more more.
Yes, depth of, oh, that's wonderful.
And see, we're standing over here on the ledge. Looking down, and then there's a tree that's right there next to us, and that's why we're seeing, you know,
Yeah.
these pine cones.
We're
all
looking
up in
into
our...
the forest, and we're taking care not to get our eyeballs poked out with
Yes.
pokey pine needles.
Hopefully we have set the scene, convinced y'all of the perspective. Half of this is really, you know.
I'm not sure who we're having to convince here.
Okay.
And Angela says the other page kind of looks like Northern Lights when you put the trees there. I think she's talking about the one on the opposite side.
This one, yeah.
And Eddie's jumping up and down and doing a backflip.
Wonderful.
Those little strips rock. I agree. That was a good thing. And Ellen wants a Yeti coming out from behind the trees. Send us one, sweetheart, and we'll put it in.
Hey, you send me a Yeti, I'll put it in. Make sure it's like
Now,
to
make
the
sure
right
that's
size.
the right size. So.
Because, you know,
Oh, yeah.
we don't want to be messing with our Yeti, like, all not in the scene properly.
Liz says, framing the view, Mariah.
Framing the
yes,
view. I love
framing the view.
Y'all are awesome.
Eddie's giving you instructions.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's not. You don't need to read that.
Oh, I don't need to read it.
You don't need. It's not.
She doesn't agree with
Helpful.
your instructions. Oh.
Oh, Miriam's. She's got to go. Hey, we understand. And Miriam, as soon as I get food, I will be in the stream.
I've got.
But I am starving because I got up really late and didn't have any breakfast.
And I've got.
Carrie
to get
says,
work
"Step
done.
away from the ledge, Mariah. It's never that bad. You need nerd time."
The nerd's over here. I should say. That's what I need is a little. The nerd is.
Oh
over
my gosh,
here.
Silver Grammy and Grumpy Nose says, I have a bunch of Yeti stamps. I'll stamp them and send them.
Yeah.
You know, this is an add to it.
Yes, we love it when you guys send things.
Oh, thank you, Miriam, for joining us. We will be with you. Just a little late. And Kathy says, Pinka, reread chat fast. It's a good one. It is pretty funny. It does need references to whatever's happening in the stream over there, though. Okay, and Kay Brooks Art says, great stream, gotta run. Okay, thank you for joining us.
Okay.
I know because I'm going to be grumpy if I don't eat.
Yeah, she would.
Who is Bruja?
Bruja? Yeah, it's Bruja.
Oh.
Hello, by the way. And hello to all of y'all that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. We've got about 7 minutes here and I'm going to glue down this branch. Please come back. Leave us comments. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. If I placed something in a place that you didn't like it, let me know. We might be able to fix it. If you got some Yetis, send them.
Yeah, they can even peek out from behind the trees because remember they just have the little dots.
Birds or other funny things. I think I'm just going to glue this.
But
I'm going to leave it floppy there.
I think that's a good idea. You want to be careful because those are kind of a little bit fragile.
Fragile. That's all right. I mean, I wasn't.
Hello, Bruja.
Wasn't gonna get rough with it. Okay, we know we want to glue there.
Oh no, buffer. I hate that. I don't know about Mothman. I can see a Yeti's peeking out from the trees. I think Mothman might want to wait for a summer event. He's more beachy. You know, the place with sand.
Think so, huh?
And Kathy, she's got to go for physical therapy. Okay.
Y'all, thanks for hanging.
Thanks for hanging. We really appreciate it. Oh, they're Italian pine trees.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that true, or we just like is this real information? Sometimes I can't trust y'all now.
If your Yeti is sticking out in this weather, it's going to freeze. There's always that, Eddie. Yeah.
All right. Hey, I am pretty darn proud of that situation.
It will be a theme for the next swap. Cryptozoology.
Well, and I think if you'll come back, or just give me the texture paste, and I think what would be cool is if I just, because this is kind of laid the ground for it, if I just, and put a little on top of the tree.
Well, yeah, okay.
Can I have that? Because we've
Sure.
got 5 minutes.
Well, if I can find it in 5 minutes time, you can. Ah, right here. Let me give you the little small spade.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely going to need to, you know,
Yeah.
kind of
Hang out and dry.
hang out and dry. Oh, and Julie says, I love what you created, Mariah. We could have a tiny deer in there. Yes, Bruja. That is right. Okay, Fragile. Yes, that was the leg lamp from the Christmas story. Fragile. And Apple says we need more Baba Yaga.
What was that?
This is a bad, you know. I love actual texture. And Eddie says this forest may not have wildlife, just saying. I don't know.
Eddie's in a special mood today.
He is in a special mood today. Even a little clumpy. You're smoothing.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to, you were not wrong. What's this?
Oh, I don't know. A squirrel so M can remember today's dream forever. Yeah, you can have a big old squirrel sitting there on the top of the eating a nut. Oh, we do. We have glistening snow, Julie. Oh, holy cow. Let me dig that stuff out. The Arctic ice.
Yeah.
Now, don't get carried away with that.
Good golly.
This is a less is more situation. I think we might want to wait until that's dry before we add the sparkles.
Yes.
And I will work on that snowbank down there because that is just so pathetic. It just, you know, it looks like the snowplow's been through.
You want it more?
I want it less, you know, liney.
Put some little footprints in there for the Yeti.
There you go. Thought she was going to footprint something else.
How's that?
Bruja says, I love these makes. Well,
I'm glad.
I mean, here we've got a whole journal and we've managed to work on one page today.
Hey, well, that's all
But
right.
it's a good one.
Yeah, I think we need to spend more time with our pages. Look at that. See? I'm pretty proud of that. Ooh, I got some chunky snow coming out of the sky. There we go.
Saved it.
Saved it. Hey, I'm pretty proud of this. Okay. Y'all, we'll be back here tomorrow. The 8K giveaway is going to be on Sunday because usually that's, you know, most people can make the Sundays. So, that would be that. Hold on. This might be important. 1 second. Oh. Darcy sent me a message to add the PVA glue. Okay.
Yes, Russian witch, Baba Yaga. I used to have a book about Baba Yaga that I would read to my kids, and I don't know what happened to that book.
I don't know either. We'll be back here tomorrow, so join us as we continue on with P's purple book. She'll probably have some things done with that. Hopefully she'll leave the other thing alone long enough for me to photograph it for today. That'll be super. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and see you then.
I haven't, don't forget.
Be sure to come back, leave comments, do all that business. If you haven't
Yay.
liked it, you know, like it, thumbs you up.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Fun.
Fun.
Fun. I had fun.